You know, there are times in life where you got to ask yourself one question and one question only: explosions.
Explosions.
Because this is what's happening right now. You got T.A.G, CjDaHero, and LessThanStealthyNinjas all being represented in one video. And with that being said, I myself, ScooterRay, aka Scoosted Metal Black, you know, car carnage, just the most violent partner you could have in this thing.
Hmm.
Up here next to me, of course, the man who spends more time in Final Fantasy 14 than in the real world, Lip Dizzle.
You know what? I'm not even gonna try to correct you because I was playing it before we even came on here. So you know what? Whatever.
And right there below me, you got the hero who has to still conceal his secret identity because with great power comes great responsibility. The man who's trying to become the number one hero in the world, CjDaHero.
Yo, what's going on, man?
And then, of course, you got Cosmic Boss, the man who likes to steal all the goddamn loot from everybody before anybody could get anything. Cosmic Boss, the precursor legacy.
What up, everybody? I am the loot ninja. So
See, look,
you can't be mad at it.
You can't be mad at it.
At least he owned up to it. At least he owned up to it.
All right, so let's let me and Dizzle also say to the ladies out there, of course, we're missing our third, the heartthrob of our podcast, the perfect co-op partner, Jaeger Bombastic. Hopefully he'll be here soon. If not, he's sorry he missed you.
True story. True story.
Now, I know you're seeing the title and you're probably adjusting your eyes because you're seeing Vote with Your Wallet and you're like, wait, what?
Where the fuck that been?
Where the fuck that been? Like, yo, these dudes even still play video games. All they do is talk about wrestling. Shut up. We at T.A.G, we do play video games. Shut up. You shit. Your beautiful faces out there. This is a video game podcast we bring you out tonight, so enjoy it. Be happy. This might be the last one you see of this year, though. Be happy.
Nah, it won't be. I can attest to that being not being true. It won't be the last one. I promise you.
All right, gentlemen, let's go ahead and run down some stuff. Of course, with Vote with Your Wallet, it's all about your opinions. It's all about voting with your wallet because at the end of the day, we smell budgets and we got budgets. We ain't got money to be spending like that. So,
okay, we also smell bullshit in the video game industry.
And that's
also what this shit is for.
So, first story I'm gonna throw out there to y'all, see if y'all even care. Basically, Xbox almost sort of positively confirmed that Elder Scrolls 6 will be a Microsoft exclusive.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I like if I spend $7 billion on something for something that's mine, whatever it was before, it's not going to be the same after.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, you're right. After $7 billion, you're right.
Look, $7. Look, it ain't gonna be the same after that. That's with me. But I expected it. So here's the thing: I'm not the biggest Bethesda gamer. I can say this: I've probably played more than 10 of their games going back to probably the 80s. If we include all their franchises.
I don't even think I'm there. I don't even think I'm at 10.
But if we just go back to 2010, I could list them all on one hand. So, I'm not going to miss them. Like, I'll probably say there's 2016's Doom, both the Dishonored games, Deathloop. I didn't play Skyrim. That came out the same year Dark Souls 1, and that had my whole attention. Like, and then Fallout 4, and then Fallouts. So, you know, like I never even touched Elder Scrolls Online. There was no beta I got in, so I didn't touch it. But you know, like if they want to make it exclusive to their stuff, that's fine. Like I'm cool. I'm not gonna miss my
boss. Our lady ninja says fuck Dark Souls.
Look, hey. That's all from her and Bloodborne. When they gave it to us for free, I did my best to help her out of that opening area, and it could not be done. Like it just could not be done. So like I got her all the way to where the troll was beating on the door, and that's as far as she got.
Sorry. Dizzle, you got any thoughts and comments on this?
I mean, it's a return to form. I mean, if you think about the original Xbox, I mean, they're the ones that had Elder Scrolls Morrowind exclusively to Xbox. PlayStation didn't have that, so we basically got something on PlayStation, and then they just took it back. That's how I look at it. I mean, my only question is it going to really affect sales? Because I think that's going to be the telling. I mean, not that it matters because they paid a lot of money to get it exclusive, but at the end of the day, is it really going to affect sales? I mean, this is going to be what's telling. So that's my only thing. I'm not really worried about it because, again, I'm used to it being exclusively to Xbox. So no different to me.
Yeah,
CJ, you got any final
word? I have to agree with that because it don't really, to me, it doesn't affect me and it doesn't affect sales because it has been an Xbox exclusive. So it's not really a big thing, to be honest. It's just like pretty much giving them the keys back. Like, oh, we're done with your key. Yeah, you can have it. you can have it back.
Plus, I got a PC.
But yeah, see,
that's how I played though, right?
It's and to go off of that point about the sales, because that is a very good point. Because when they bought them, it was like what, a month after they said everything on there will be on Xbox Game Pass. They said everything in the future will be day and date, day one, Xbox Game Pass. There's already talk about Game Pass bleeding money. So we've all played a Bethesda game like in the past 10 years or even before that. We know we could look at these games and see they cost a lot of money to make.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you focus it down to just one platform, one console platform that isn't even in the lead right now, and then you put it on Game Pass day one where people don't have to buy it, they can do that $1 subscription, you gonna bleed even more money, and that's gonna hurt them developers. So like, I
agree,
power to them. If they paid $7 billion so they can coast for a good while. But so like eventually something's gonna have to give. You're gonna have to put it somewhere else or something. But you know, it's weird, man. But look, hey, they have it. It's theirs to do with what they please. So
like I say, they can have it.
Let's keep it on Microsoft for a little bit longer. Apparently, they released Halo Infinite's multiplayer today.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Apparently, it's the 20-year anniversary, so they was just like, throw it out.
Fuck it.
Fuck it,
right?
Throw it out. Also, let's stay on Microsoft one more time. I mentioned this in Freeze Tag, but we're gonna mention it here. Xbox and Gucci, yes, that Gucci, announced a partnership to make 100 Xboxes and special trunks that are $10,000.
Once again, they can have it. They can have it.
They can have it. Look, I don't even buy Gucci now by itself. There's like shit. Like it could be Gucci. They can have it. I don't care. they could have came out with Ferragamo, Yeezy, like Yves Saint Laurent. I don't care. I don't
I ain't buying it.
care. I ain't buying it. Like, no. You got a better chance of me buying a haunted house for $6 and there's 80 deaths in it. I ain't buying it. No. Shit.
I'd rather take my chances with the PS5 I'd never get.
You know what? Hey, that's a good point. I would rather take the chances of selling my PS5 and then trying to get another one.
Look, I'm part of the Broke Boys Association of America. I ain't got it.
If I wanted it, I might be able to put $250 on it, and I mean $2.50 like layaway. Like,
Broke Boys Association of America. I ain't got it.
Like, you can get me on a 100-month payment plan, cause like,
can I lease to own?
It was like, look,
by the time y'all
10
finish
grand.
paying that bitch off, we're gonna be on PlayStation 7.
Right?
Like, look, no, let me throw it back to Blockbuster. Can I rent the VCR for like a couple years? Be like, look, hey ladies, I got this. Come over. Then I turn it back in. Like, you know, just like that's it. But no,
Let me go for a quick flex for the weekend, real quick. Tags on it.
Like, no, man. I'll leave the tags on it, but that I ain't got it.
Speaking of being part of the Broke Boys Association of America, we do got 3 games coming out this week. If anybody's interested, we got Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Yep, pop. Pokemon Shining Pearl, and of course we got Battlefield 2042 all coming out this week. So I ain't got it.
Well, yeah.
I was never a Battlefield fan anyway.
I love Battlefield. I love Battlefield going back all the way to Battlefield 2. But I got the money. What I ain't got is the hard drive space. That's what I ain't got. Because I don't know why Call of Duty takes 300 gigs of my damn space. And it's just multiplayer. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, and then the new one came out, what was it, last week?
Mm-hmm.
And theirs was half the launch gigabyte size of Black Ops Cold War.
Which was confusing to me.
Confused the hell out of me. I don't know what they did. Because there ain't a lot to this game. But, man. Like, that's why I ain't got it. Because I ain't got the space.
Speaking of PlayStation 5s, it did turn a year old, and Sony did compile a list of the top 10 games that was played within that year. Number 10, NBA 2K22.
Of course.
That's every year.
Number 9, Demon Souls.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Number 8, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yeah.
That should be higher on the list, but it's all good.
Number 7, MLB The Show 21.
Okay.
Number 6, surprised me, but I guess because it's free now, Destiny 2.
What?
Like I said, it's because it's free, I think. That's why.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Number 5, Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I forgot that existed. Like, no, you know what? I'm sorry. Please continue. Go ahead.
No. If you got thoughts, go ahead. Get them out. Hey, this is the beauty of vote with your wallet, Mister. I got opinions. Let them opinions play.
Because I have Origins and I have Odyssey, which I've yet to start Odyssey, and I don't even think I'm halfway through Origins. So, like, I forgot Valhalla was there because so much shit came out. Because it came out like right around the time the new consoles launched. So it's just like, as soon as it came out, it was pushed out of my mind. Like, because I didn't buy it as a launch game. So, but it's like every 3 months or so, I'm reminded it exists. It is like, oh yeah, and it reminds me I need to go back and finish these other two.
Number 4 on the list, NBA 2K21.
Wait a minute. You said that was number 10.
No, he said 22 was 10. I'm laughing. How was 21 getting played more than 22?
Well, I guess because by the time the year circled, 21 was out longer.
All right.
So for 22 to actually slide in this list, damn, there's a lot of people playing it. Number 3, FIFA 21.
That's every year.
Yeah.
Number 2, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Surprise.
And number 1, I said it's number 1 because it was free as fuck. Fortnite.
I knew you was about to say that shit.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I was playing some Fortnite, so I think I helped it out.
Wait a minute, CJ.
Listen.
You playing Fortnite on your PS5?
Listen. Group of friends was like, I want to play. Wait, hold on. Group of friends was like, hey man, let's play Fortnite. I'm like, I don't play this game, but sure, why not? I kind of chipped in and brought some stuff.
Oh man,
look, that's how it happened.
Log off.
Listen, man, they had Blade, man. They had Blade. I have to get my boy Blade.
Here's the thing about Fortnite. That thing has been a juggernaut since release. And I have had it since release. And I have never played a single round of the Battle Royale. I don't mean a single second. I've never loaded into the bus. I was never into that preload area. And the reason was because Irania, one of the ninjas,
shout out to her, bought a digital copy. And at the time that game was released, it came with a second free copy for you to gift to a friend for whatever reason. Oh, no shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so she gifted it to me, and we were playing the single player version, which is Save the World.
Save the World, yeah.
And that's all we were doing was just building shit, saving people, and fighting the little zombies. But no, never touched the Battle Royale. I never even had a desire. Played the Call of Duty Battle Royale, and some other Battle Royales, but never touched the Fortnite one. So
that's what I'm mad at, because I actually bought Fortnite and I played and I had more fun on the Save the World. People were sleeping on Save the World.
Yeah. I never got a chance to play Save the World because I was waiting for it to become free, and I still don't know right now if it's even free to play the Save the World mode.
No,
I don't think it's on there anymore.
It ain't.
Boo. 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 But fine, whatever. Speaking of PlayStation 5, Sony did reveal also too that they got 25 exclusives in the tuck ready. Working
Not
on
surprised.
them. 25 of them.
One of them's a new IP by Naughty Dog. So,
well, I said on freeze tag, knowing Sony's track record, at least 20 out of the 25 is going to be fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can one be an Uncharted?
Look, hey,
it might.
Look, hey, whether it's a sequel to a 4 and you play as the daughter, I don't care. If they go back to Chloe and what was that other girl's name?
Nadine,
the villain from one of the villains from 4. If they go back to them too, I'm cool with that. But I would love another Uncharted. But old buddy Neil Druckmann, the director, updated his Twitter bio and said, like, director of Uncharted and Last of Us and that new Naughty Dog game. And I'm like, you can come on out with the news of that right now. Because pimping Naughty Dog ain't missed yet for me. So,
I agree
as well.
I think they said they're working on a Marvel title. Now, what that might be, I don't know.
Wait, Naughty Dog is working on a Marvel title?
No, I think the whole Uncharted team.
Oh, really?
Oh,
really?
Because we know Insomniac is doing Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Square Enix butchered the Avengers. Whatever. If you enjoy that game,
Oh man,
please
I don't
enjoy.
want to talk about it.
But so who would not? What would the Uncharted team? What would they be suited for? Moon Knight, maybe.
We'll see. We shall see. That's intriguing. I'm intrigued.
so okay, so Uncharted director's new studio are making a Marvel game, but I don't think they said anything.
I'm intrigued.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so like us wrestling people, I got a co-main event. Now, this co-main event was announced tonight. CJ, Boss, Dizzle, collectively, how do we feel about superhero movies?
I love them.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they're not DC films, we straight.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to slow down.
No, right, you're right. My bad. Anything outside of Batman can go to hell, but Batman is straight.
Suicide Squad, the second one wasn't bad. The second
no,
one.
it was not. It was not.
The second one.
So, I'll say going back to the days of Christopher Reeves, I love superhero movies.
Same.
You know,
All right.
and
CJ,
like
how
even
you
going
feel
back to
about
those days,
superhero
there
movies?
are some large hit and misses, but so I love them. Like
I even like the original Captain America, like from
the
early 90s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
All
man.
right. Well, Ridley Scott says superhero movies are fucking boring as shit.
Ridley Scott can eat a dick.
Same.
Hold on. He says superhero movie scripts are not any fucking good. They're mostly saved by special effects, and that's becoming boring for everyone who works with special effects if you got the money.
And you know what? I thought the same thing about Prometheus and Alien Covenant. So
Bars.
So
Bars.
like
you said it before I could, so yeah.
Because like, have you noticed everybody that says something bad about superhero movies? It's probably like three of them: Scorsese, Scott, and Spielberg, right? Like, what have y'all done for us lately? Because we could take like even Ridley Scott, for example. The last thing you done decent was The Martian 7 years ago.
I still haven't seen that.
Oh, it's dope.
It's a dope movie. Before that, what you got? Like Scorsese, ain't nobody watching that 4-hour film on Netflix. Like
I agree.
No, I have not watched 1 second of The Irishman. I refuse. And before
I started and I just said fuck it.
And I think the last thing he did before that was The Departed. So, like, you probably had to go back to The Departed for Scorsese. And Spielberg, look, man, probably Jurassic Park 1 with you. But anyway, like his peak was the 80s, and then he just went off a cliff and just coasted. So basically, so it's like it's always people that like on the outside looking in, like you can't even get in the club. Like just pipe down. Because I promise, if Marvel or even DC came to one of these people, like make us a movie in your way, they'll be like, all right, like what can we do? Just make it your way. Here's the budget, go do it. Because DC did this thing with Christopher Nolan, and he probably made the best Batman movies that we ever gonna see.
Yeah,
you know,
facts.
Like you don't hear Christopher Nolan talking shit, like
because he was able to make that shit in his image,
right? Because man,
but the thing is, though, before I get to you, CJ, the thing is, though, if you take Ridley Scott and Spielberg, their version of a superhero movie will have a lot of fucking effects.
Yeah.
So whatever. So CJ, how you feel about that?
To me, I don't feel
superhero movies are boring as shit.
I don't think they are like. And the thing that kills me is like, oh, this effects makes it boring. I'm like, that's what makes the movie. Like, what? I don't get that. Like, when I was watching Avengers, the Endgame, that was the Iron Man part was my favorite part. The Ant-Man when he did Giant, that was my favorite part too. Like all those effects, the spaceship exploding, all explosion, the fight scene, the guns blazing, and all that. Yes, I want that. That's what makes a movie a movie. Like, right? I don't get it.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing about effects with their criticisms. Spielberg is responsible for modern day effects. Because we can go back to probably the 70s and point to Star Wars as for what the 80s did for effects.
Yeah.
Spielberg with Jurassic Park 1 and the CG dinosaurs, which looked better than anything before it and anything after, because we've seen other dinosaur movies after it, and nobody has come close to looking like that T-Rex. Yeah. Hell, anybody else besides me see Ready Player One?
Oh yeah, loved it.
You remember the T-Rex in the beginning at the race? Didn't look anything as good as the T-Rex from the first Jurassic Park.
No.
And Spielberg directed both movies. So, like, you were responsible for modern day effects. And you over here clowning them? Now, Scorsese likes to bring up the point, they aren't cinema. They don't just do the human, the
bullshit
human thing and all that. It's like, man, there are points in some of those Marvel movies that had me choked.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And coming from a comic book nerd like myself, when you're able to take from page and translate to screen in your own way, of course, not verbatim from the pages, but when you're able to invoke emotion like that, that's art. That's fucking cinema. That's what you would want. It's not like it's Transformers 2 and you just have Michael Bay exploding shit and there's really no story. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit going on. So you can't sit here and say this about these films, but then not say shit about Transformers 2. See, there's a reason they say Transformers 1, because Transformers 1 was all right. Transformers 2, though, was a whole bunch of just loud ba-boom, ba-boom, and that was it. You don't get that shit in Marvel movies. The fuck out of here.
At the beginning of the video, explosions.
Explosions. Like, oh man.
But you know, the thing is, so let's take Scorsese for instance. And let's put our little thinking caps on. What superhero could be made in a Departed like movie, or a Gangs of New York type movie, or insert whatever else Scorsese made, because I'm coming to a blank right now.
Punisher, like, Daredevil.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be one of the Dark Boys. It's gonna have to be something dark, like
maybe Spawn.
Now, wait. Now you just said Punisher and Daredevil. Didn't Punisher and Daredevil did great?
Have amazing series on Netflix? Absolutely, yes.
Are y'all just, so it sounds like to me, y'all just big mad that these movies are making more money than what y'all movies are making.
It's like I saw this, and like when I first saw this, my first thought was, this is like the old men on their porch yelling at the kids playing in the street. Like, these are the new kids on the block. They run cinema right now. They run it. Yeah. And before 2008, you could probably point to, there was you probably had the young adult novels running everything. It was Harry Potter, Hunger Games.
Yeah.
If Twilight, you were a fan of Divergent, all of them. Before superhero films, it was young adult movies. And so, these are the new kids on the block. They're going to rule for a while. Well, and then eventually something else will come along. So,
not only that, but you got to think, when you look at a Scorsese movie, everything Scorsese makes is rated R, usually. So you're going to already limit your audience from jump. When you have something that's recognizable as a superhero, and it's usually a PG-13 movie, you're going to get kids, you're going to get teens, adults, you're going to get a wide array of people. And you can't, it's not fair. I ain't say you can't, but it's not fair to shit on something that resonates with so many people.
Like,
Spider-Man will resonate more than crooked cops going after crooked cops inside the mafia.
Yeah.
True.
You know, the fucking Avengers are going to resonate more than somebody drilling for oil back in the 1800s. You know,
Drink your milkshake.
If we really just being honest here, you know, not to diss any of those movies, but when you think about relatability, superheroes at one point in time, everybody, including the man under me, wanted to be a superhero at some point.
Yes, sir.
Relatability.
So,
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're making movies now in their well-developed age. I'm gonna say that for a very niche group of people.
Yeah.
It's a like you can even go back to The Departed. It is for a very niche group of people. Not everybody is gonna sit through that and enjoy it. Not everybody's gonna sit through The Irishman to watch about Jimmy Hoffa. Like
one of the big things with Departed, it takes place in Boston.
Yeah, so it's like it is a very niche group of people that is gonna keep watching gangster films and crime movies. It's very niche. It ain't popular. It doesn't speak to everybody the same way as beings of godly power, like in DC, or everyday people with God with power in Marvel facing extraordinary circumstances, and then also facing their everyday life. So you know that everybody can relate to something that any of these heroes go through. I can't relate to Matt Damon or anybody in The Departed. Like, it was a great movie. I'm not gonna sit there and act like I can relate to it. Like, we can even go back to The Martian. If that were me, I'm dead in the first week. That's the hell out of what? I'm panicking. My oxygen is gone. So, like, man, it's relatability. What do these relate to? And everybody from ages 99 down to even the age of 2 can look at these films and process them and relate to them in some way. So
yeah.
And it's funny because to that point, boss, you're right. It is for a select market because even if you think about Scorsese, for instance, most of his movies are truly Oscar bait because they're really meant so he can win an Oscar. So it's like if you're making movies like that, that's not catered towards a lot of people. And you don't see Marvel trying to make Oscar-worthy movies, even though I could argue that some of those movies are Oscar-worthy. But it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, one of them won. So
and see, like, and that's why they big mad.
All right, CJ, you got anything to add before we move on to the main event?
Nah, not really. Like y'all said before, it's the I'm sorry, riot or rage of age of
I like that.
You know, riot or rage where everybody can pretty much beat themselves like, oh snap, I can be Spider-Man. Like, there's more imagination to being a hero versus like, oh, I want to be a gangster or I want to be a cop or anything, something like that. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather be a hero than, oh man, let me go talk to the boss. Let me talk to the boss about why his shipment's not in or something like that. So
I wouldn't even know how to have that conversation.
I don't. No. I'm not. No, I've heard the phrase "shoot the messenger." I'm not bringing bad news to nobody. I'm not bringing bad news to nobody.
What you mean you lost a shipment?
Boss can come to me directly and be like, "Why didn't you say nothing?" Oh, that wasn't my place, sir. That's above my pay grade. That is not. Look, he is the lead of my crew. He knew before I did. So.
All right. So you old director, stop being old. Plain and simple. But the main event and the main reason why I wanted to gather y'all here, GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City has been having some mad issues of their remaster, especially on the PC. If you want to read more into it, look into it. But the question
I've seen it.
Yeah. But the true question I pose to this group of gamers: when is remakes and reboots are enough? Are we at the point to where we got too many remakes, reboots, or is there room for a few more? Or is there room are we over the remake and reboots now? Because it's just like they just shelling them bitches out. They remaking games, and I'm like, fam, wait, what? Y'all remake that? Why? Y'all remastered this? Why? Y'all rebooting this? Huh?
Here's my thing.
Like you just said,
like my issues with remakes and remasters. If you're
hold on. Before you start, Aranya, yes, we are over. No, yes, we are fucking over the remake. That's what you said.
Okay. So number one, am I over remakes and remasters? I would say no. Okay. And the reason for that being, and it all boils down to my issues with some remakes and remasters. If you're going to do them, go full tilt. And what I mean by that is, I could point to a few remakes and remasters. Shadow of the Colossus made exclusively for PS4. They completely redid that. Beautiful. They made an already legendary game just immaculate. Demon Souls on PS5. The FF7 remake on PS4. If you love the original, you either remake it completely like Shadow of the Colossus and Demon Souls did, or you do like the Square Enix did with the FF7 remake it, but add new shit to it and do it in a new way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my issue with some of these remakes and remasters is some games don't need them.
Yeah.
For instance, number one, The Last of Us Part 1. I don't know why that is a strong rumor to be being made. The game is not even 9 years old. It's not even a decade old. Came out in 2013, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
That should not even be in a discussion. Like, give that at least 15 more years. So, another thing, these GTA games, I was going to get it. But the funds weren't there at the time. And then I started seeing all these problems. It is like, okay, why did y'all just this is Rockstar. Y'all have the capability. I remember reading y'all were adding the full GTA 5 playability style of controls and gameplay features to these old games. And I was like, fucking yes. But what y'all didn't do was spruce up the visuals. Well, y'all did in a way. Y'all just made it look like those knockoff Pixar movies. And so it's and y'all know the ones I'm talking about. It'd be like Alpha and Omega 8 or whatever. Or no. It looked like VeggieTales. If they took humans and put them in VeggieTales, that's what these games look like. So that's my issue with these remakes and remasters. Like,
I'm sorry, y'all died for a second.
I would love a complete remake to other games I played in my past. FF8, FF9. I would even FF10. I would love them to go back and redo Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, please, yes.
Other remakes and remasters. Resident Evil 2 and 3. Great. Even though 3 fell off just a little bit and it was super short.
Yeah, but it'll look good though.
Wait for that Resident Evil 4 remake. I cannot wait. So are we done with remakes and remasters? As long as people keep buying them and they make money? No. I'm still gonna consume the select few I want, but I'm not gonna get every one of them.
Orion say, what about Onimusha?
Oh, Onimusha? Man, look, 1, 2, and 3, you remake those? Shit, I'm there. I want that game to come back forever. But man, I would love some other remake games. Like, you can even go back to the Super Nintendo days. I would love
My name needs a remake at some point.
Yes. Twisted Metal.
I already knew.
And here's the thing though. There's a rumor going around that the people that did, what was that The game we got free this year that we never touched, Scooter.
Oh, Destruction All Stars.
The rumor is that Sony put them on Twisted Metal Black after that.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm good.
Now, like, here's the thing, though. They did car combat very well. It's just
They did. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It just was uninspired. So could they do better? We'll see. But I would love to see a new, like you mentioned earlier, new game this week. Pokemon Brilliant Pearl and Shiny
Diamond and Shining Pearl.
I had that mixed up. But anyway, like if anybody that has played the original and seen the new update for that, I would like to see that done with some old school Super Nintendo RPGs, namely Chrono Trigger, Bahamut Lagoon, Legend of Legaia. Take it back to some of those, like redo some of those in 16-bit graphics. Like I would love that. But if you're not gonna commit yourself to it, don't do it.
So with that being said, CJ, you play a lot of anime games and games like that. What are your thoughts with the reboot, remasters?
I would have to agree with Boss. Yes, there are some games that need to be remastered, and some don't need to be touched at all. Or if you're gonna touch them, like Boss said, either redo the whole damn thing or add some new stuff to it. Because like one of my big things, like was it the Mass Effect series that they remade, and they like, oh well, let's take all the sexual stuff off that. It was like, why? Like don't get me wrong, it's like okay, but why was that the big thing y'all worried about?
Now you're messing up the core parts of the game. It's
exactly. Like I know a lot of my old homeboys, they like, man, I can't believe that happened, man. No. I'm like, bro, it ain't that serious, but still, I get where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from.
It's like if they want a blueprint on how to do it, look to the Persona team.
Yeah,
like they remaster and remake their own games after they put one out.
I was just about to say
Persona
that.
3, 4, and 5 each came out, and then like a year, 2 or 3 years later, they get Persona 3 FES, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royal. Yeah. And what do these remakes or remasters do? They add nearly 50 hours of new gameplay and content, anime cutscenes, more items, more events, more story. It's like, do that. Like, do that. Like, they don't even, like, people don't even ask for that. They were like, oh, well, we had more stuff on the floor, so we just put it back in a package for you. Here you go. It's like, and the games are like 10 times better in those remakes. And it's like, man. So, just either don't do it or just commit. There you go. Just commit, like a relationship. Just get out or commit.
What you got on this subject?
I mean, Boss and CJ pretty much said the majority of what I was going to say in terms of like remakes and remasters. Most of my comments are more towards fucking Rockstar because this is the main reason why we say vote with your wallet, because this is the bullshit that I'm talking about. GTA 5 came out in 2013.
Whoo!
They have released this game 2 times over on PS4 and PS5. They have made money hand over fist with GTA 5 online. Still don't have a GTA 6. They came out with Red Dead Redemption 2. So it's not like they sitting here spending money on extravagant shit unless it's themselves. This is my issue with this definitive trilogy, and I use that term definitive very loosely because it's bullshit. Mm-hmm. Here's the problem with all this. The hot coffee mod was still in this iteration of this trilogy in San Andreas.
Are you serious?
It was. Yep. They found it today.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So my thing is, you didn't really do much to this shit except for up-res a few things and make it worse. So that means where the fuck did all this money go? Because you didn't spend it on licensing for music because you had to take some of the songs out. So there was that.
Yeah.
So my thing is, if you didn't spend all this money you made for GTA 5 Online. This here is what we call a gimme. They needed something to do, so they said, you know what? Let's throw something out there to show that we've been working on something. They ain't gonna know the difference. And then that's like if I came on Lifestyle One Up in the Daily Dose and said, you know what? I need to talk about something real quick. Oh shit, let me do this metaphor about this fucking pen for 5 minutes and just relate it to something positive and then sign off so that we ain't got to do shit. That's a throwaway. That's some bullshit. And I'm glad that the fans of this shit actually decided to try to get their fucking money back because clearly Rockstar ain't using the money. Either they blew it or they just holding this shit because I don't see GTA 6 or any remnant of GTA 6 any fucking where. And this shit is well overdue.
Yeah.
You talking about 2 generations of consoles overdue.
Like to even put it in bigger perspective, in the PS2 era, how many games did Rockstar release? And we ain't even just talking about GTA because they released 3 GTAs, full GTAs in the PS2 era, and that era lasted for 5 years. That era lasted 5 years, 2000 to 2005-06. That was when the 360 came out. So 3, Vice City and San Andreas came out that time. They also dropped Red Dead Revolver in that time. There were some other games that they dropped, like they were cast by the wayside, like today. But you know, they
they did. Yeah, Bully. I forgot about Bully too. Yeah,
Bully. Yep. So, and then the PS3 and the 360 came around. They dropped 2 GTAs in that whole time frame, 4, and then at the tail end 5. Right when the PS4.
Oh shit! Yeah. You know, not even that. Max Payne.
The Max Payne,
the Warrior,
Max Payne series,
Manhunt.
Yes, like they were dropping games left and right back then, and then a generation later they started to scale that back hard, and it was 2 GTA games, and then that was it maybe, and then we
Midnight Club series.
We got
Let me see.
2 GTA games and Red Dead Revolver. Not Red Dead Revolver, but Red Dead Redemption. And then we got 2 games last generation, which was one was a remaster, which was GTA 5 re-released for PS4 and Xbox One, and then they released Red Dead Redemption 2. So they released 1 game last generation that was new, and they have done nothing so far.
2000 to 2007, they released 17 games.
So I'm looking at a list. In 2020 alone, we got Final Fantasy 7, Resident Evil 3, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, Demon Souls, Command and Conquer, Warcraft 3, Mafia, Destroy All Humans, SpongeBob, Battle for Bikini Bottom, Trials of Mana, Age of Empires 3, Sam and Max, Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Mafia 2, Pikmin 3, Panzer Dragoon. That's just 2020 alone.
And some of those were actually done really well. But
and then hold on. So and then this year, of course, we got the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, Mass Effect, Braid had an anniversary edition. System Shock, I guess, had a little anniversary edition. Shin Megami Tensei 5, Super Monkey Ball, Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim anniversary.
Again,
Crisis, Ninja Gaiden, Alan Wake. So we're steady getting these remakes and remasters, and it's like,
or should we throw the third R in there? Re-releases, because how many times have GTA 5 and Skyrim been re-released since they launched?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Hold on. Let me give you 2019.
At this point, they competing.
So in 2019, we got Crash Team Racing, Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, Resident Evil 2, Final Fantasy 8 Remaster, Catherine, Age of Empires 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Borderlands Game of the Year Edition, Yakuza, and Medieval. So obviously they feel there's a market for these
and
games.
It's like the thing I said. If they gonna do it and they just completely remake it and add new stuff to it, they've done that for quite a few of those you listed. Like Link to the Past, that looks completely different from the Super Nintendo one. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
You know, they did that with the other one too, Link's Awakening. Like it looks gorgeous. Like they did that with the Destroy All Humans. The when they remade that one. Some of the other ones you said, like it's like some of these developers are doing this the right way.
Yeah.
There are others that are not doing it the right way. And it's usually those blue bloods that we're looking at. Because some of those you listed, like Rockstar with this GTA, you can look at Blizzard with the Warcraft 3 remake that they did like a year or so back. But Blizzard is having their own issues, so we're gonna leave them to that.
That is true.
They can
so you know, it's some of these are just like they're just doing it out there to like just get a quick cash grab, and others will be like, look, we hold this dear to our company's hearts. We gonna do what we can to make it better as best we can and re-release it. And so
all right. So with that being said, I'm gonna ask each of y'all the same question, but I'm gonna go in order. CJ, what is the one game you could think of right now that you want remastered, rebooted, or re-released?
I'm gonna tell you how it is. Persona 3 FES. Just because they did that, they already remastered, not remastered. They redid it. I forgot which. I think it's called Persona 3 Portable, and with that one, they made a lot of cuts to that. They didn't make the cut scenes or anything. They took out the voices and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't play that. Like I want my cutscenes back. I want to struggle in the dungeon. I want to get my ass up, get mad. It's like I had so much fun with that. That was actually, Persona 4 was my first, but Persona 3 just have a special place in my heart. It was more darker. It had a more darker tone than the rest of the
It was more difficult than the sequels that came after.
Exactly.
You had a certain amount of time to get as far as you could in that dungeon before it was game over. And you couldn't just play through that dungeon because if your characters got tired, it took one hit and they were out.
I love that fucking mechanic. I love that mechanic because I was pushing through those damn dungeons. Like, I'm tired. I don't care you're tired. We gotta get through this shit.
Look. Like I was over there like a coach on the sideline in the 90s. Look, hey, the camera's looking. Here, get this shot and get back out there. Like, look.
Same question.
So, if it's me and it's one game that I could get remastered, remade, one game. You know what? It's gonna come down to two for me, and if it has to be between these two, I mentioned it earlier. I would love them to give that Final Fantasy VII treatment to FF9.
I was gonna say that.
Like I love FF9 with all my heart. Vivi is my favorite video game character of all time, and I would just love that game to get just that level of detail redone. Yeah, I don't even care if they make it episodic. Like the story, man.
That identity crisis for Vivi. Oh man.
I would love to go back and like because FF9 had those little events that popped up randomly that showed you what other characters were doing in the world. Yeah. I would just love to see that and just to see all the locations, the Lifa Tree, Madain Sari, the Summoner's Village, Lindblom, Alexandria. I would love to see the Alexandria and Bahamut fight again. And just, man, like, just, I don't know what they would do with Chocobo Hot and Cold, but like bring that back too. Like, shit.
Dizzle,
But man,
what's your answer?
I mean that part that was, but I'm boss got it for me, so it's good. I'm gonna have to throw two in there. Just one, Digital Devil Saga, like
yes,
just remake that shit, or just bring it back like you did with wow, why is the shit like eluding me right now? We'll get back to it. Don't matter.
Tensei 5?
Yeah.
Yes, but no, not 5. It was the one they just did before that they remastered.
4?
Was it 4?
Yeah.
Well, fuck it. We'll just say that one until because it says so as soon as we get up, I'm like, oh, that's what the fuck it was. But anyway,
that's how it works, man.
Metal Gear Solid 1.
Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because look, let me tell you, when I played through MGS 4 and they went back to Shadow Moses in Chapter 4, bro, that was some of the most beautiful shit. Man, and that was on PS3. I would love to see that 10 years later. Because, oh my goodness. Like, you know what? The whole MGS saga, 1, 2, and 3.
That's fine. Go. That's fine.
Bring them. Like, man. Oh my goodness.
Dude.
Def Jam Fight for New York is my answer.
Hey, you know what?
I ain't mad at it.
I ain't mad at
it. They keep screwing up these damn WWE games. They may have to make a play for that shit.
Jaeger says Lost Odyssey. So
wait. I don't think people.
That's Scoot's favorite 360 game of all time. So
No. Lost Odyssey is one of my favorite games of all time, and I feel like I've been one of the only people who knew about Lost Odyssey. And with Jaeger saying that, it just like made me the happiest person ever because I feel like I'm like the only person who ever played this damn game.
Wait, wasn't Lost Odyssey that one I was like what 7 fucking discs on the 360?
What? No. What?
That was
wait. Oh no. You're talking about that
with the game with the Immortals where they were immortal.
Yeah.
It was 4 discs, yeah.
Oh, was it 4?
Yeah. It was 4.
Like, what the hell was 7 discs back then?
No,
shit.
360 did have a 7-disc game. I can't remember what it was.
No,
like I was gonna say either Blue Dragon or what was the one that came with that $250 controller?
Yeah, I know Blue Dragon was 2, but I know Lost Odyssey is the one with the Immortals though.
Hold on, because I need to know this answer.
Yeah, now I need to figure this shit out too.
Actually, I'm looking at it right now. Hold on. Of course, that's not the answer they give me, but whatever. But yeah. So with that being said, guys, remakes, remasters, reboots, do it right or just don't do it at all. Yeah. It seems like you waste company time, money, assets if you're not gonna put the love and care into it.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
So, like we like to do in T.A.G, CJ, any final thoughts with anything we discussed today?
Xbox can keep their Skyrim and Gucci Xbox.
Boss?
Keep the remasters and remakes coming for those games that need it, and the games that don't, stop it. Stop it.
Dizzle?
Fuck Scorsese.
All right. CJ, Let
No,
the
I love
people
his
out
movies
there,
though, man. I was just playing.
CJ, let the people out there know where they can find you if you want to be found. I mean, I know you got to keep your anonymity and all. So
You
let the
know
people know.
I gotta keep the mask on and everything. You want to find out where I'm at? I'm on twitch.com/CjDaHero, and I do have an Instagram with CjDaHero, but instead of the HERO, it is HURO.
Boss, where can they find you online?
All right, so you can find me at cosmic_nerdlife on Instagram, or with the LessThanStealthyNinjas on Twitch and YouTube and Instagram. So that's where you can find me. Come check out our plays and our podcast.
Mr. Deasley, where can they find you?
Of course, you want that positivity, lifestyle one up, get that daily dose on all your podcast listening platforms, your IGs, your Twitters, your Twitch, well, not your Twitch, but your TikToks and your YouTubes, of course. You want to shoot the shit, Lip Dizzle on all social media platforms, as well as YouTube. That's pretty much it.
And
And of course, oh yeah, with the
oh,
tag
yeah,
team,
go
of
ahead.
course. And then
Of
go ahead,
course,
Scoot.
you can find me at the ScooterRay on TikTok, IG, stuff everywhere. You can find me with the ninjas. You can find me with Tag. Because you know what? We Googleable. Googleable. You can Google us, damn it.
See if I can coin that damn phrase.
You
We can
need
use
to.
that
We're
shit.
Googleable. So, like I said before, us as Tag, we are the average gamers. And contrary to the belief, we do play video games. We do. We're not just about wrestling. And I'm gonna borrow it from Lip Dizzle. Don't forget to always like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But most importantly, you got to tag out. Peace, everybody.
Later.
Bada bam.